Priti Patel.
Deputy Speaker. The Minister will be aware from my correspondence about the case of my constituent, Mr Graham Ward. Graham was one of the 555, part of the group litigation order, and he's been in touch with me in the last week, and I think it's fair to say he's echoed his deep frustrations around the processes that this House is currently discussing around access and redress to compensation. The £75,000 fixed sum offer is less than the impact he's experienced. And I note from the Minister's statement on page 3, he speaks about the 40-day process if people wish to go through that rather than just accepting the lump sum. Can I suggest to the Minister that this is looked into, because Graham is having to go through medical assessments, various doctor's appointments, and to be quite frank, this is really just a terrible ordeal that continues for him. And it's not just for Mr Ward, but it's for so many others that have been part of this. And I'd really urge the Minister to bring the human element to this and recognise that £75,000 doesn't even scratch the surface when you've lost your business, your livelihood, the goodwill and your reputation. And that's what we must restore sooner rather than later.
Yeah, can I thank you for constant correspondence and engagement on this particular issue, Mr Ward. And I wrote to her, I think only recently, on that particular case, and I asked her to please keep me updated on Mr Ward's progress. To be very clear, the £75,000 is one of two routes that people can take. If they feel that their claim is below £75,000, they don't have to submit any evidence. They can simply opt for the £75,000, take that money off the table, move on with their lives. Where they feel their claim is significantly higher than that, or higher than that at any point, they can go through a full assessment route. That inevitably takes more time. And because it is complex to assess somebody's loss, both in terms of their financial loss, which does require forensic accountants on behalf of the claimant to submit a claim, and it requires other assessments of the type that she sets out. So it is complex. Any compensation scheme I have been involved with in my time in this place has been complicated. We're trying to simplify this. We've discussed measures on this with the Advisory Board only last week, how we accelerate that. But the fundamental principle of this, of course, is that claimants like Mr Ward should always get the benefit of the doubt.